And let's begin Meditation 1 on the Meditations on Higher Consciousness based on the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. And this is a process called Vivekyati, or the ability to discern who you are from what you're not. The ability to discern the real from the unreal, or truth from illusion. That which is eternal and unchanging, and that which is always changing and temporary. To begin, you can sit comfortable. You can close your eyes. And you don't have to relax very deeply for this. You don't have to attain any state by doing this. Simply just follow along and work to get the meaning and the direct experience of this meditation, rather than trying to achieve some specific state. And what you can do first is simply listen to my voice. As you're listening, you want to ask yourself, are you this voice? Remember the concept of a subject-object relationship. If you can hear this, you cannot possibly be it. This voice is the object, and you are the subject. All you have to do is listen and have the direct experience of that. There is a sense object, which is this voice. There is the sense organ, which is the ear. And then there's the consciousness itself, who's hearing through those ears and hearing this voice. Know yourself to be the consciousness, the subject, not the object. You are simply observing this voice. There's two ways for you to know if something is not you, according to this essence of yogic philosophy. If it changes, it's not you, the eternal soul. And if you could observe it, it cannot possibly be you. Now listen to any other sound that's around you. And hearing that sound, ask yourself, is this me? Am I that sound? Remember, if it changes, if it comes and goes, and if you can hear it, it's not possibly you. So you practice netsi, netsi. Are you this voice? Netsi, not this. Are you that sound? Netsi, not that. I am not this sound, I am not that sound. It's very obvious, so we begin to take it closer to your body. Focus on the surface beneath you. And just feel whatever your body is resting upon. Ask yourself, am I the surface that my body is sitting on? The answer is always netsi, netsi. Not this, not that. You are not that surface because when you take your body and get up, the surface doesn't go with you. It can't be you. It's the object, you are the subject. It changes, but you are always you. Don't just intellectualize it, feel it. Experience it. I am observing the surface that I'm resting my body upon. Now bring your attention to your clothing. Feel the fabric that's touching your body. Not with your hands, but with your awareness. Feel the sensation of the clothing touching the body. Ask yourself, am I my clothing? If you can feel it, if you could observe it, it's not you. If it changes and it comes and goes, it's not you. I discern I am not my clothing. I am the observer. It is the object. It is Prakriti, and I, the knower, am Purush. Now bring your attention to your feet, and observe your feet. You can have your eyes closed and just be aware of your feet. Ask yourself, am I my feet? Netsi, netsi. I am not this foot, I am not that foot. How do you know you're not your feet? If we removed your feet, would you still be there observing? Every 7 years, science tells us every cell in your body has changed. Those are not the same feet they were 7 years ago, not anyway. When your feet were 10 years old, you were observing a 10-year-old's feet. And your feet at the age they are now, you are observing those feet at your present age of your body. If we removed your feet, you would still be there. They change every 7 years. They're constantly changing right now. And you are the observer of them. So ask, am I my feet? Not this, not that. They are the object. You are the subject. Now do that to your arms and legs. Am I my arms and legs? And listen to this subject-object relationship again. My arms, my legs. If you remove them, you, the consciousness, are still there observing. They change constantly, and you're there, observing they're there, or observing if they weren't or not there. You are still there. Now do that to your whole body. Am I this body? The same logic applies. It's your body. It's not you. Not this, not that. As you observe your body, be aware there's a you observing the body. The body is constantly changing, and you could observe it, so it's not you. Do your best to experience this, rather than just intellectualize it. Be aware you are in there, observing a body. As you do, you instantly become more aware of the you who's doing the observing. Now observe the sensations in the body. Are you the sensations in your body? Hot or cold? Hungry or thirsty? Comfortable or uncomfortable? Just observe any sensation in your body and ask, am I these sensations? Netsi, Netsi. I am not this sensation, I am not that sensation. All sensations come and go. You, the self, remain forever the same, observing. Sensations can be pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. And as they come and go, you are there watching. I am not the sensations in my body. Feel it. Experience it. You're the observer of them, and you remain the same as they change. Now go to the level of emotion, to your heart, to your emotional feelings. You're going from more dense to more subtle, from outside to closer inside. On the level of emotion, ask yourself, am I the emotions that move through my heart? Am I anger, fear, sadness, guilt, jealousy? Am I happy or exuberant? The answer is still no. Netsi, Netsi. I am not this emotion, I am not that emotion. The majority of your emotions aren't even here right now. Therefore, how could you be them? You are here, even as your emotions come and go. Anger was there in the past, it might not be here now, and it might be there in the future. You are there as the emotion comes up and as the emotion goes away. If you're always there when it comes and goes, it's not you. You are not any emotion that moves through the system. So observe what you feel now in your felt sense, in your heart center, and ask, am I my emotions? The truth is you're not. If you could observe them, they're not you. If they change, they are not you. And now go up to the level of your mind, bringing your attention to your own thoughts. One of the first things you notice when you look for your thoughts is it's hard to find them. If you are looking for them and can't find them right away, how could you be them? If I look for my car and can't find it, it's obviously not me. But you can find your thoughts, you can hear them in your head. Repeat the alphabet in your mind, A, B, C, D, and so on, and listen to those thoughts in your head. Can you hear them? If you can hear them, they're not you. Start them again. And now stop them. If you can start and stop your thoughts, how could they be you? Now repeat the alphabet and listen to the space between the letters A, B, and so on. Do that for a moment. Now, if you can hear the space between your letters, and you're there when those letters are not there, then you cannot possibly be them. You are not the mind. The mind are vibrations in the field of Prakriti that you, Purush, are observing. Now, bring up a memory. Think about the kitchen in your current home. Remember what it looks like. Remember the color of the cabinets and the texture of the floor. If you can see your memories, ask yourself, am I a memory? Netsi, Netsi, I am not those thoughts of mind. I am not that memory of mine. Let your mind do a mathematical equation. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Hear that in your mind. Let your mind say, 5 plus 5 equals 10. If you can hear it, and you can use that tool called intellect, it's not you. Let your mind say, 5 plus 5 equals 12. Whether it's right or wrong, it's not you. I am not my mind. I am not my memories. I am not my intellect. Now let your mind say, but I am you, this is me. Here I am, I'm here, I must be you. Let your mind say things like that and listen to it say, but I am you. You can hear this voice say, I am you. You can hear that voice in your head say, I am you. Just because something claims to be you, it doesn't mean it's you. I can sit here now behind this microphone and say, but I am you. Really, I'm telling you, I'm you. And you, the observer, know you cannot possibly be the voice you are hearing right now through your ears. The same is true of your mind. You just have to sit back far enough to observe that thing. It's not you. It's just your mind. It's part of the field of Prakriti. It changes all the time. And you could observe it. Having discerned that you are not anything in the external world, you are not your sense organs, you are not the surface you're resting upon, you're not your clothing, you're not your body or any part of your body. You're not the sensations in your body, you are not the emotions, you are not the mind. You are not the ego, you are not the intellect, you are not memories. So who are you? Be aware of the one who's been listening and observing the whole time. Bring your attention to that space in your forehead, to the blue, black space of pure consciousness. you can bring your attention to your own self. There's an I am presence. There, the one who hears these words, the unchanging, silent, still peace of the soul, of Purush. And this is you. Whether the body is here or not, you are here. Whether the emotions are here or not, you are here. And whether your mind is here or not, you are here. Just bring your attention to that you. You are unchanging. Everything you've been observing is changing. You as Purush are what's absolute and true. You are one with the infinite ocean of consciousness. Everything in Prakriti is changing and fleeting. It's considered unreal, yet you are that which is eternally real. You are eternal. You are always there. Bring your attention to the you, who is pure, free, and forever, to the immortal, blissful, undying self, which is absolute peace and bliss. You are the knower. You are the witness. You are the soul. And the other meditations on this CD will help to lead you deeper and deeper into it. So you can remain in this space and move on to the other meditations, or continue with them later, knowing that every meditation is meant to lead you back into this space of who you truly are.